Right now, it's time to reclaim your health and arm your immune system with convenient daily nutrition. It's one scoop in a cup of water every day. That's it. No need for a million different pills and supplements to look out for your health. This is a beautiful story. We kind of want to wrap things up on this. This was a manhunt. This is a tale as old as time. A corrections officer falls in love with an inmate. They escape together. This is one of the only American real love stories we have left. You know, there's a few love stories we have left in this country. You know what I mean? We have a country of morbidly obese fentanyl addicts and child Nazis. That's our country. Like prepubescent Nazis, morbidly obese fentanyl addicts, and so in our country, when you think of the configurations in which people find and love each other, you have the teacher-student, you have the powerful business guy, perhaps underage prostitute, you have maybe two closeted Nazis that are fucking whatever. But what really encapsulates it, because we so many people in America are in jail, in prison. So many, and there should be more. No. So many people are in prison and are incarcerated for all manner of different things, for nonviolent drug offenses, for very violent offenses. And they're in prison. And then we have corrections officers who are essentially criminals. Corrections officers and criminals, there's very little difference between. No, this is true. There's very little difference between corrections officers and criminals. Most people that get into corrections are criminals or would have been criminals or are criminals. They run like teen fight clubs in the jails. They sneak in drugs and stuff. They're
like prostitutes too. They fuck them.
Yeah, they fuck them and everything. And I have no issue with all that. But whatever it gets you through the day, it makes everybody happy. I believe in communities. I believe in communities. I love that. So this is a great story about a female corrections officer, right? Who fell in love with a guy who's they're trying to get him for murder.
They're trying to pin him.
They're trying to pin him. Another innocent John.
Witch hunt.
Is this the woman that spent she sold her home and used the money to bail him?
This will sum it up real quick.
And then
It's great.
She shot herself, right?
Story about a jailhouse romance that ended in death. A veteran corrections officer apparently fell in love with an inmate and helped him escape with her so that the two of them could run off together. It happened at the Lauderdale County Jail in Alabama. Authorities say the 38-year-old inmate, Casey White, who was awaiting trial on murder, struck up a relationship with 56-year-old Vicky White, no relation. She was the assistant director of corrections at the jail where he was incarcerated. Her co-workers described her as an exemplary employee, but authorities say she planned how to get Casey out.
But here,
for a
by the
while.
way, let's make a point. That is an exemplary employee if you're a corrections officer.
Yeah.
Breaking them out of jail and fucking them. that is an exemplary employee. Because here's the deal. You're around them all the time. You're going to fall in love with them.
Yeah, it's true.
You're going to fall in love with these people. Look at this guy. You're telling me you're not going to fall in love with this guy?
It's Neanderthal John Hamm.
The fact that this guy murdered somebody turns you on. It makes you hot. You go, this guy killed someone. And I lock his cage every night and I let him out. Man, what a fantasy. I lock his cage and then I let him out. It's hot. And she lives in Alabama and she looks like she's like an albino fucking, I don't know, mole rat. We all have to pretend like because all these political people now have to pretend that like New York and LA suck because they listen, we all know taxes are high and like liberals can be crazy. Like everybody has to pretend like that's what America's about. It's like Alabama. Everybody has to pretend that. They're like, I want to live in Missouri. Missouri. It's like, guys, you realize Bill Maher had a great joke years ago. He said, if it wasn't New York and LA, the country would have been sold to China years ago. Like there is no, but everybody has to pretend like politically. I've never been to a place and went, you know what I love here? The political outlook. I've never looked at an ocean and went, I love the taxes here. Just allow yourself to have another experience on the planet, you fucking monkeys. But people can't do it, right? They can't. So everything's political. I don't say Austin's a shithole because it's a blue city in a red state or a purple city. I say it's a shithole because it's a shithole. It's a shithole. It's hot. It's muggy. There's bugs. The food's gross. The rivers are shit. They're brown. They look like literal shit. They're disgusting. The people are disgusting. They're unaccomplished. They're idiots. That's why I say it's shit. It's nothing to do with the politics. I don't know what the laws are. I don't care. Dump. I go to Santa Barbara. I go, it's pretty. But yeah, there's homeless and the laws are nuts and the people that run it are fucking psychopaths. It doesn't mean it ain't a better place to live, all things being equal. Like if let's say you gave Texas and Florida a state tax and a hefty one, you know, how many people really love it? How many people are down there with fucking cowboy hats and boots like, yeah! If you love it, like, let's see if you would pay for it. You wouldn't pay for it.
Right.
No.
There's nothing to pay for. I mean, listen, with all due respect, I like Dallas. I like some places, great audiences. But you go around Austin, you go, yeah, I wouldn't pay a state tax to live here. Why would I? Why would anyone? Why would anyone pay a state tax so they could take the boat out on the shit river? It's gross. And I'm sorry, Palm Beach isn't. Palm Beach doesn't have a state tax either. Right. Malibu is kind of a dump, but it's better than Austin. The Hamptons, better than Austin. Lake Lanier in Georgia, better than Austin. Charlotte, Charleston, South Carolina, better. You know, I don't know if Charleston's a Democratic city or a Republican city. I don't care. Doesn't mean anything to me. But people right now are so invested in politics because it gives their meaningless lives some type of like shape that they can understand. Like, you're good, because they have nothing going on in their fucking lives. And I understand that there's real concerns, and now they're trying to get rid of Roe v. Wade and shit like that. I'm not saying it's completely unimportant, but to make it this entire thing where you have to lie to yourself and start saying that like, Lake Austin's nice. Can you get up Lake Austin? And then we'll get back to these two retards. But get up a photo of Lake Austin. Get up a photo of Lake Austin and hit image. Go to the right.
Right there.
There it is. It's a level from Donkey Kong. That is a level from Donkey Kong. It is slime. It's green slime from Donkey Kong. Now get up a picture of Malibu, California. And I don't like Gavin Newsom, but just get a picture of Malibu, California. It's better. Don't you get that it's better? That's nicer. And that ain't even that nice. Malibu ain't even that great. It's not even that good, but it's better than that swamp. Well, I can shoot my guns in the river. I can shoot my gun in the river. I shoot my gun in the river. Drink a poppy. Now, so whatever, but there's nothing in Malibu that looks like that. They just lie with some shit, too.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that.
Another
at
fucking
that
place.
doesn't look like
That's
that.
like Italy.
I think Malibu's like a dump, but the point is it's a nicer dump. Everything on Earth is a dump. We just went to the rainforest. It's fake. The Great Barrier Reef doesn't exist. We put cigarettes out on it. It's a everything's a dump. But my point is, don't get with the politics. It annoys me. When you have to start lying, you have to start lying and be like, I love it. And these are people from the Northeast or from the West Coast, and they go down there and they're like, yippee yee-haw! All these tech demons, these autistic fucking blinking tech faggots, and they're like, yee-haw, daddy! Ooh! It's fucking grotesque. Whatever, we have fans there. It's a nice place. Let's finish up these two retards.
Okay.
She even sold her home and announced her retirement beforehand. Then on April 29th, authorities say Vicky picked up Casey from the jail for what she said was a mental health evaluation, which authorities later learned was never even scheduled. The two of them fled in her patrol car. Vicky had spent the night before in a motel near the jail. Authorities say she bought men's clothing from a department store beforehand so that Casey would have something to change into.
Nice.
After they left the jail, the two of them ditched her patrol car in a parking lot.